Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been a minute since I have done a week in the life vlog. Without any further delay, I'm going to take you on my whole week's journey. This is the behind the scenes channel as well, and I'll kind of give you guys a complete life update. So this might be a lengthy video. Hope you stick around. Let's start off with Monday. Yesterday we had record highs. I mean, it probably got to 90 degrees Fahrenheit in some places. Way too hot. I got sunburnt. I had to do a landscape project on Saturday, which was hot as well. And so I'll show you guys that in a minute. But why don't we start off with some of the plants that I have here. Here's what they're looking like. If you guys don't remember, I showed you guys kind of this corner here last year. We got some burning bushes. We got I believe this is a China rose, but I got it trimmed up this spring and it looks pretty nice. It's already got some new growth, so looking nice. I do not like what I see right here. I might have to apply more neem oil because I do not want any of those worms, leaf cutter worms, I believe. I believe we have had a gardenia and something else die, so I had to rip them out. They just didn't make it. They didn't make it. One question I had for you guys is, what do you think is going on with my little leaf linden tree? Is it just a late bloomer, or is something going on with it? Because this looks like almost like it's under fertilized. I don't know. Like, my Bradford pear tree came in real nice. The linden tree is coming in super slow, so maybe it's just a slow bloomer. I do not know, but if you guys know, let me know. I'd love some help. Bradford pear tree came in nice. There's my trailer there. And then what else? Well, we'll kind of do like a little property update. But we don't have any acreage or anything. I did plant some more boxwoods. As you can see, these are the original ones the contractors planted. I went out to Walmart actually, and I found these giant ones, 2, 4, and then 6. I planted 6 of those boxwoods, and my plan here is to make them an actual box hedge, so that'll be pretty cool. Got some strawberries growing in a pot, and then some flowers that look like they are drying out. I gotta put some water in there. I've been trying to, but I've been really busy, and I'll tell you guys all about that later. Strawberries, more strawberries, little flowers here. Not too worried about them, but the Japanese maple tree is coming in real nice too, coming in real thick. We had some roses die in a pot, so I planted them here, hoping to get some kind of new growth, but I don't know if they'll ever come back. Our lavender's coming in. We got more, I think, China rose, and our peonies doing very nice this year. As you can see, they haven't even opened up yet, so we'll keep you guys updated. I hope they open up this week, especially with the nice temperatures we're getting. Nice lilac tree growing. I saved this one from that plot of land right there before the house, and so I saved it, and when I got it, it was like yay high, and now it's outgrown like that. Another burning bush, another more roses in the back, and if I could take time back, I would put the burning bush back there, roses in the front. Another lavender, irises, bearded irises came in really nice, and this thing's growing like crazy. And we have a juniper, like a dwarf juniper tree growing back there. I actually want to move that right over here, and I had some raspberry shooters that I want to plant sometime. I don't know where I'll plant them, but this was a lily, sorry, not Lily Valley, Rose of Sharon. Now, again, I don't know. I think this is done with. Maybe we're in the wrong zone. We're in zone 6, and maybe it just couldn't take, maybe it doesn't have the right hardiness, because it did get pretty cold in the wintertime, so I don't think it survived. So I think I will have to pull it out, and I would want to plant the juniper tree right over here. So that's probably the idea there. Future project. Coming into the back, nothing too special. Got some wire. We have my raspberry patch and a big house. I wish they had built a single story, but because now we got a giant wall to look at with a bunch of windows. I hope they maybe get some arborvitae and plant an arborvitae wall on their backside, so that way the arborvitae grow out and at least cover the windows, because that's kind of like screaming in our face, not private at all. But here's my raspberry patch. Raspberries are doing pretty good. I sprayed neem oil on them mid-May, and it's now the end of May, and I saw some bumblebees the other day flying around. I'm like, oh, they're checking to see if the flowers have opened up, and they haven't opened up quite yet. So another thing I will keep you guys up to date about. I think they will open up, I don't know, maybe by the end of this week. Coda's doing good. Hey Coda, how you doing, boy? Coda's doing good. He's about, I think, 6 years old now. Still rocking with us, still being a good boy, and he's gotten a lot better with not digging holes or trying to go under the fence. So I'm happy that he is getting better at that, because you guys know huskies are really stubborn. We have my ramp rack here. The ramp rack is covered under a tarp, and if I ever do travel back to California, that's what that's for. So I didn't end up selling it. We have nice spruce trees that I planted this Saturday. One thing I am scared of is overwatering, so I'm making sure that, you know, digging, well, with my finger 2 or 3 inches down, see if it's wet. If it's dry, I'm gonna deep soak it. So I actually don't have my sprinklers on either, because it had rained the night before. I'm usually good at catching them, so if it's gonna rain, I don't turn on my sprinklers. But we got nice spruce trees. We still have our maples coming in really nicely, 4 maple trees. And then I also planted some cypress trees. So 1 cypress, 2 cypress, 3 cypress. Now, since cypress and spruce trees are evergreens, they're gonna stay green. The maples don't. The maples give off their leaves in the fall, and that's it. The cypress trees are gonna grow out large and wide, and they're gonna cover these areas. So it's gonna give us a little bit of privacy. And then I planted some mint. So this is spearmint, and I forgot what that is, some kind of blue sage or something. Then more mint, sage, mint, water mint. That's spearmint. I forgot what that is, but water mint, and sage. And then had some lilac bushes, planted some lilac bushes over there. We had those. Actually, those ones came from the land, the property, which was a nursery way back. So I did save a few plants, planted them in my yard. They're free, why not? So anyways, there's kind of an update for you guys on my property. I am going to take you now on my journey. Week in the life, week in the lawn care life. Hope you stick around all the way to the end. Again, it is Monday. It's probably like 6:30 a.m. in the morning. Did you know I haven't mowed my lawn in like, it's almost been a month now, because this thing has been mowing my lawn front and back. It's the Segway X350, and I just push mow every single day. I can put a schedule if I want to, and it'll mow here, that zone, and my other front zone over there. And then since I have a gate, I can manually control it to go to the back and get it mowing in the back. So I haven't had to mow my yard in like a month, which is amazing, but I'll make a separate video on that. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this week in life. I gotta go drink coffee with the wife. I got to pack up all my equipment. Got my Toro here, been using the Toro, works great. Still got my steel blower. I gotta pack up everything, the blower, the batteries, my truck, trailer, and also go to the storage unit to pick up all the additional mowers and everything I need for today's project. So hope you guys again stick around. This is gonna be a lengthy one. I know I got a lot to share with you guys, so I hope you make it to the end. Since this is going to be a complete update, let me completely update you on what's going on. First of all, let me make this announcement. You guys know I partner up with some companies like Toro, I've partnered up with Steel, I partnered up with Segway, Navimo, I partnered up with Chomp, so on and so forth. Well, from an equipment standpoint, some of these companies have given me equipment in the past, along with, you know, the Toro equipment and all that, and other types of machines and mowers and so on and so forth. I have some exciting news for you. I will be getting something new coming down the pipeline, which will require me to more than likely upgrade my trailer. Now, I have been in talks with a trailer company. They're out in Ohio and they make dump trailers. So I really hope that goes through. I want them to sponsor the channel. That would be amazing. They will give me a dump trailer to use and I will do some advertising for them. However, it'll be a dump trailer that is low profile with a ramp system in the back to where you could also fold it out and use the dump feature on the dump bed. I will need that upgraded trailer for a new piece of equipment that's coming in, so y'all stay tuned. But as far as equipment goes, I might be selling that trailer if I do get a new one. I've had this trailer for like 3 years now and it's worked wonders. Obviously the, I don't know, steel wire has came loose. Some of the pin welds have been removed, and I would also remove my racks. So I got the Equipment Defender racks. This has served me well. More Equipment Defender racks, my gas can. All of these would probably be transferred to the dump trailer. So it's going to be a fun little build if I do get that trailer. If I don't, then I will have to go with someone local. I do have a new Equipment Defender rack coming in the mail, so stay tuned for that. We will do an install video, and we have something else in the mail too, but I don't really have time to go and check my mail right now. Here's the storage update for you guys. I'll talk about some equipment that I don't use that I'm trying to sell. The first piece of equipment I'm trying to sell is the Toro Revolution backpack blower. I don't use this much. I actually don't like it. And the Toro hedge trimmer. I don't do much hedge trimming, so I'm trying to sell that as well. And a lot of you always ask me, hey, Phil, why don't you buy a retrite like Spencer has? I don't like them. I've had the company send me some and I personally don't like using them. I don't mind leaning to use the shovel at all. I actually have been using the same shovel forever. Where is my shovel? Here. I've been using the same rake and the same shovel for like 7 years now. I haven't had to replace them, and they are, I can't believe they're still holding up. Look at that. That is craziness. Speaking of, I do need to load these up into the truck. Sorry about the wind. I know you guys probably are catching it in the video. I do need to load that up into the truck along with a few other things, but sorry, no more distractions. All right, let's talk about equipment. So yeah, trying to sell all this right here. That's my high flow kit. I'm gonna keep that. I have a Darwin's grip I want to give away. I actually need to put that in my truck. So next time I see a lawn care guy out, I will gift it to him and say, try this out and see if it'll work. I like the people that stop or question me at gas stations, other lawn care guys that are like, hey, what's that little like monkey grip or whatever extra grip you have on your edger and trimmer? And I'm like, it's a Darwin's grip. So if they ask me, I'll give them one. So I need to throw that in the truck. A little waste oil storage I need to get rid of, sell it. And then this is like that power adapter that you can run on your blower and also on your trimmer or something like that. You can take this blower piece off. You can attach this to the blower connector and then use your internal batteries to run your trimmer that I have at home. BR700 still working strong. No need to replace that. My KMA 135Rs still kicking. The string trimmer attachment, and I have the oscillating 145 degree hedge trimmer attachment on my secondary KMA 135R. Bunch of extra Darwin's grips. I really need to put these in my truck and give them away to people. And if you ever see me at a gas station, come say hi. Maybe I'll give you one. I've had people do that. I've had people be like, hey, Phil, what's up? And I'm like, I know you. And they're like, oh, we know you. You might not know us. We know you. We watch your videos. So still getting used to that. But we have plenty of Green Guard chute blockers. I took mine off because I am switching over to Spencer Products Flex Chute. Really liking mechanical OCDC chute blockers instead of electronic. I love the electronic ones. I loved having a little switch to where you don't even need to use the handle. I've had one fail on me already, and I don't want to mess with them in the field anymore. So I took mine off of the Exmark Stars. I am getting a flex chute for the Stars, so stay tuned for an install video. Got the All Powers solar paneling system. Have a broom, another reach right. I'll probably throw that in the truck and give it away as well. Let's see, some mats, newer lights I have studio lights in my garage where I do some other type of filming, including Amazon videos, so on and so forth. We got the Grandstand HDX. We are going to load that up today. We also have, the Exmark Stars. I talked about that. Let's see how many hours are on this thing. 140 hours, that's nothing. Let's see how many hours on the Grandstand HDX. 21 hours, that's nothing, Phil. I don't mow weekly lawns, so. How about the Grandstand Multi-Force? 65 hours, not too bad. As you can see, I don't have the mower deck anymore. Someone wanted it, so I sold it to him. I am using the Grandstand still for mulch force capability, straight blade capability, along with 6-inch extension wings, and the sweeper capability. So I still am using the Grandstand HDX. I do not want to get rid of that. A few more things. Let's see, ladder. I still have my welder. I probably will want to sell that one day. It's just a titanium from Harbor Freight. Flex Core 125 maybe. Shop vac, mop, bucket, all of my extra parts, grinder, power stations, coolers, oil extractors, tarps, extra mirrors. I just need to filter through this stuff and sell it. Along with the 6-bay Flex Force battery charger I don't use anymore. Got my canopy for winter camping, and behind that I have, carpet. But behind that carpet, as you can see, there is the bully bucket. I do need to sell the bully bucket. I don't use it much anymore. I want to sell this right here, Turfmaster HDX, along with the batteries and the charger, kind of as a kit. However, what I've noticed is it's really hard to sell battery equipment, especially commercial battery equipment, to a commercial guy. They don't see it lasting them all day, which it won't. It lasted me like 2 or 3 properties and the batteries were dead. So if you have big properties, it's probably not ideal for you. And we deal with some big properties around here. So again, hard sell. DR trimmer, I'm gonna keep this because I actually like it. It comes in handy in some tight spots. Cones, brute force, trash can, and my accelerator bagger, and a few other components. So there you go. There's the update on the storage unit. But like I said, guys, we might have to get this one right here because we got some more equipment coming in. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. There's the wind. I'm gonna go ahead and load it up. We'll talk about my 2025 lawn care setup. I'll see you guys here in a little bit. So what you just saw with me loading up all my equipment is basically what I do every single morning. I show up here, I load it up. I also top off all of the fuel. Now, since I don't run gas cans since I don't run 5-gallon gas cans, I only have this 2.5 gallon. It has mixed fuel in it. I fill these up at the gas station. So when they do get low, I fill them up with ethanol-free fuel. Starts is about halfway. We want to get that fueled up. And I believe the Grandstand HDX has enough fuel. Yeah, we're there at the top. So that one doesn't need any fuel, but we'll top off Stars. We'll buy water, because I forgot to grab water from home, and maybe a few snacks, why not? I also try to get my edger blade replaced, so that way when I show up to the property, I don't have to do that. Who is that making noise? I replace these blades so often, I need to order another 50. Oh man, this thing is stuck, come on. Wait. There we go. Of course you'd go under the trailer. The lawn care life. So you might look at it and say, oh, there's plenty of life left. Well, not for me. Everyone's different. I like to run a nice, crisp, sharp edge because it ends up cutting the edges like butter, and you're not sitting there trying to jam it, ram it, you know. No, I don't want to do that. I want it to slice like butter. Makes shovel work easier. Gives it a nice finer cut. Replace your edger blades periodically. Been having some issues with my tailgate. I have to, I'd say, lock it kind of halfway, because if I lock it fully, it won't open. I think my right side latch is broken, and Thursday you'll see me go to the dealer. There's actually a recall on the tailgate, so maybe they'll fix it. I don't know. We're actually here in line waiting to get a burrito and a cup of water, and then we'll go to the gas station and refuel and also get a couple snacks for the road. My wife did make me a lunch, so I really appreciate her, but I've been working nonstop, guys, and I'm so sorry. I want to take this time to apologize for not making week in the life videos. I just been working nonstop. I mean, it's hard enough to be a full-time content creator, you know, running one channel, but running multiple channels. By the way, yes, this is the behind the scenes channel where I do a lot of talking and I show you the behind the scenes. If you're watching me and you're like, man, when is this guy gonna start working? You're on the wrong channel. Go to Phil's Lawn Care on YouTube. You won't see any of this, all right? So, but this is the behind the scenes plus channel, and what I want to show you now is what my schedule looked like. So all of the yellow marks, this is May, all of the yellow marks is a lawn makeover. So last week, or actually mid-May, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 makeovers. Last week I had 5 makeovers. This week I have 3. I need to drop off my truck here, and I might do one on Friday. So I've been working nonstop, providing content for you guys, and I'm saving up all these videos for the winter time. I think I have saved up 20 lawn makeovers already. It's still May, so we're gonna push to at least 22, 23, hopefully by the end of May. And then in June, July, August, September, I wanna try to get to at least like 35 backup videos, so that way I can continue posting once October hits on a weekly basis up until we hit springtime, and then it's all over again. So I can't believe winter flew by so quick. I'm out here grinding it out, mowing these properties, helping people out with free lawn makeovers, and I feel it. I feel it. I'm not getting any younger. It's getting much harder. And I mean, I'm 28. I am still young, but doing these lawn makeovers is no joke. It's as hard as, you know, being a framer in the construction industry. It takes a toll on your back, especially the edging. And I don't just sit on a mower and mow grass. I do a lot more than that. So, and you guys have seen, if you've seen my work, you know what I'm talking about. All right, I submitted my order and I got a couple waters. Anybody that does this kind of work, these lawn makeovers, full time, that uploads on a weekly basis, and you see lawn mowing and maybe sidewalk makeovers all year long, those are the people that are going out and working 4, 5, 6, 7 times as hard than the other guys doing these lawn makeovers, so they could provide you guys with weekly content. And it's not, you know, any winter content, snow removal, fall cleanups. They're showing you grass mowing. And I know a lot of you like either tall grass lawn transformations or overgrown sidewalk transformations, and you'll only catch those during the season. So you got to work super hard to catch them in time before everything else dries or dies out. If you don't catch them in time, then the season closes and you're not able to go out there and do these kind of services. So you got to work super hard in the summertime, save up enough content to provide for the wintertime. And again, going back, all the people that show you consistent weekly content, those are the guys that go out and work super hard in order to do that. Big shout out to all the content creators in the lawn care space that do that. You guys are awesome, and keep up the grind. And I'm right there with you, sweating it out, working every single day like a dog, saving up content, saving up videos for the wintertime in order to keep my audience, you guys, entertained throughout the winter. Thank you so much. And I don't know, just felt like saying that. Anybody out there that mows lawns on a weekly basis thinks that the lawn makeover guys on YouTube have it easy, you have it completely wrong. We actually probably work harder than you. I'm sorry, I know I'm stepping on some toes. We do work really hard, all right? So don't think we have it easy. I know you guys don't have it easy either. It's hard work, and doing lawn makeovers every single day is hard work. Sorry about the different audio. I'm not wearing a microphone. Might sound a little bit different, but here is our project. We got the front yard, got all these weeds in the cracks, edges to restore, beds to clean up. This home is a fixer flipper upper that's been like this for like 5 years, and the homeowner has just been slowly cranking away, but the lawn has been overgrowing for the last 5 years. And I think, you know, if the neighbor calls it into the city will come out and do it, and they'll charge him a whopping, I don't know, 150 bucks an hour or something like crazy like that. Or he'll call a few people up and still pay them in order to cut this overgrown mess. But I'm sure it ain't easy. We're gonna go ahead and clean it up. I left a message. I tried contacting him, left a message, and he didn't answer. So we're still gonna do it. If you want to see the lawn makeover, tune into the main channel. I'll have it on there, but I might show you guys a little bit of footage here and there on the Plus channel. Enjoy. Here's an update for you guys on the property. So got my hedge trimmer out, got my camera set up here. I use a Samsung Galaxy S24. We're gonna shape this up, and then we have an edge running along there, so we got to clean the edge up, clean up the edges. I cut at 5 inches, and I'm going to drop it and cut it at 3. But first, we need to blow all the debris into the lawn, trim everything, do the edges, blow out the edges again into the lawn, and then bag everything up at a 3-inch height. So more edging to do here. There's what it looks like, already looking better. This condition right here is what the city would do and leave, right? They wouldn't actually even trim all the weeds in the cracks. They wouldn't get the edges. They'd just mow it and make a quick $150, $300 and be gone. Take them like 20 minutes, you know, front and back. Do it this way, leave a mess, be gone, and the city will pay them. Hey, that's how they operate, right? That's how they operate. So I'll show you some working footage. All right, let's do a quick hedge trimming over here. All right guys, taking a little water break. Already bed getting pretty full. We put the edger away because we're done edging. Check this out. Nice cleaned up front yard. maintained, edged, looking nice and presentable. Walkway to the front entrance, cleaned up. Fence line cleaned up. Side yard all cleaned up as well. This used to be all full of weeds, so we just got some trash to pick up here. And then I trimmed back the rose bushes. Had some roses budding, so figured I'd give the homeowner a little treat there. But yeah, off to this side yard, and then on to the back. We're going to take all this, blow all this out, and then stack the garbage cans nicely along with the wood. Yeah. This is going to be the fun part. Most challenging anyways. Another job done. Got the mic on my head right here. There we go. All cleaned up, all edged up. Got this side cleaned up. And the backyard cleaned up. Boom! Looks better than it's ever looked in like 5 years. Let's go ahead and lock this up so nobody thinks of coming back here. There we go. That's better. So yeah, hasn't been touched in a while other than neighbor coming out, either mowing it himself or having the city come out and do it. So there we go. Another project in the books. The dumps are closed today, so we won't be able to go and take all the debris to the dump, but it's 1:15. That project here, let me turn down my AC, so it is getting hot. This project took me, let's see, about like 3.5 hours. If I went to the dump, it would be about 4 hours. Not too bad. Doable. Nothing too crazy. Just wait until Wednesday. That one's going to be crazy. But tomorrow's project is, I think, even easier. There's a lot of edging. I might not even need my landscape trailer, but we'll see. Maybe what we'll do is, I got some ideas of mine. I'll share with you guys here in a minute. I got to go to the gas station and take a break, take a lunch break for sure. Since I'm pretty close by, only a handful of you know what we're going into. Hello, anyway? I guess nobody here. I guess not. I'm trying to find somebody. Yeah, me too. What are you looking for? Just like a blower. Somebody was on sale for like $60. But this is all like $300, so I'm just like, it's not this. Yeah, so you're looking for electric or gas? Like electric. Probably like, it would probably be one of the Craftsman's or Black & Decker's. Place has changed drastically. It ain't the same no more. Sad, no more repair shop. Place used to be jolly, fun to work at, and now it's like Home Depot right across the street. I told my buddy that still works here, you better apply over there because who knows what's going to happen to this Ace. I just went in there. They're understaffed. I couldn't find I could only find one worker on the floor. It looks like they either one, cut everybody's hours, let go of some people, or changed where there aren't as many floor people. So there's a long line. There's not a repair shop anymore. And yeah, I used to work there. For those of you that don't know, and just not the same. I think I left 6 or 7 years ago to start my lawn care business, and yeah, have been checking on it from time to time, and now with a new ownership, they changed it completely, and just not the same. No more red vests, no more Ace Hardware vests. They changed over to green shirts, and yeah, I don't know. Hardly any supplies. Greenhouse is empty. We used to have the greenhouse flourishing with everything, and now with Home Depot coming right next door across the street, who knows about this business? I don't know. I don't know if it'll last. But I do hope my buddy, which I can't get a hold of, which I thought he would be here. That's the only reason I came here, is to see my buddy. Can't get a hold of him. Try to send him messages. I guess his number changed, so I thought I'd catch him here. But hopefully he gets a job at Home Depot and continues working. But try to get him to start his own lawn care business just like I did, because I'm the one that got him the job at Ace when we used to. Well, you know, when I used to work there, we tag teamed the small engine shop, and we ran that thing like, we flipped it to where we flipped it back to we put it back on its feet, and we had like a 1-day turnaround on lawnmowers, and anyways, good times, but those times are over. Kind of sad when you look back at them though. I don't know. That's life.
For us here in this area, 52 inch may be like a big mower for where you're at, but where we are at, 52 inches is really small. 61 is like average. 72 is preferable. Hopefully get you guys some weekly footage of my Monday through Friday, and then once I get that, I can edit the video.
Back in the storage. So here's the game plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna go to the dump that off. That's it. I have had enough with these junkers. 52% battery, and when I try to start recording, right? I'm recording, look what happens. Watch, I'm gonna record my video. Look at this. Battery low, 52%. Throwing this thing in the garbage. I'm done with GoPros, and I will never buy another one ever again. That's why I use phones for filming, and that's why even the behind the scenes channel, I'm gonna dedicate this phone right here. This is not my main phone. This is my backup phone, just in case my main phone goes down. But I'm gonna use this one for behind the scenes content. I'm just tired of GoPros and their battery issues. Another thing about the grandstand multi-force, I think I might have broke it. So check this out. When it's at that point, it does not go back up. What I think had happened was, when I was doing that crazy overgrown century-old sidewalk that I was discovering, I bent this bracket. Look at this. I overloaded it and I bent it. Here, let me try to switch camera angles. See that bend right there? I don't think that's natural. I went a little bit too hard, overloaded it, and bent this plate right here. So I need to go to the dealer and order this part. It looks easy enough to replace, I think. Let's see, we got 2 bolts here. We have this. No. Yeah, 2 bolts here. No bolts down there, just a pin. Let's see what we have on this side. Yeah, 2 bolts here too. We should be able to remove the plate and bring the plate into the dealer and have them give either put a new plate on order or give us one if they have one in stock. Well, it doesn't really matter. I'm willing to wait because we don't necessarily need to use the mulch force bucket right now. So I'm going to put it back, and it's a bit of a process putting it back. So I have to turn it on and activate the hydraulics while also pushing this back. So if you ever run into this issue where the mulch bucket locks out on you, it's probably a bent plate We'll just have to replace it. Oh, and my parking brake. That was from last year. I haven't got that fixed yet. I still have that awful squeaky bearing. What I really need to do is take this machine in and have it completely serviced. I haven't ever done a tune-up on it. I've just been running so hot that even like in the wintertime, I forget to take this out because I'm plowing with it too. So it almost never gets to get a nice tune-up plus a fix. So what I might actually do is tomorrow, depending on how early I finish, I might take this to a repair shop and have them look at all of the components. So they're gonna fix the brake for me. Some wiring inside there came loose and it's kind of hard to get to. You need very small hands. And then, of course, fix the plate underneath, replace the plate, and also figure out why I'm hearing a squeak. Now, I've been dealing with the squeak for like a year or two, and figure out why the engine is squeaking, but this thing needs a pressure wash. It's gone through a lot. But we use and abuse our machines and we try to keep them maintained, but sometimes there's more work than time to maintain our equipment. Kind of like this. Like I just pressure washed this not too long ago, sharpened the blades, and it already needs blade sharpening and another pressure wash. So I used to have a lot of time on my hands to, do all the tune-ups and pressure washing, but I'm like working every single day now. I'm working harder than I ever have in my life, and I feel it. It's taking a toll on, all the other priorities that you have in your lawn care business, which includes tuning up equipment, pressure washing them, making them look shiny. I don't got time for that, man. So anyways, let's drop off the Grandstand HDX. And what did I need? I was gonna go somewhere after. Oh, we need to replace our furnace filter. So we're gonna go to Home Depot, get a furnace filter, but first go back home, drop off the trailer, get the size for our furnace filter, and then go to Home Depot and get one. You guys want to know what's nice? Check this out. Clean floors, yeah? Clean floors. Looks like someone might have just mopped. Oh yeah. I picked this thing up because I have no time to mop my garage floors, and it goes out every single day at around 10 o'clock and mops my floors. All right. 1620 by 4. All right, since I'm going to be using my Note 20 Ultra for all of the Plus channel content, I do need to pick up some tempered glass and a couple different cases. A liquid silicone case and a thin fit case by Spigen, or Spigen, however you pronounce it. So I'm going to pick all this up. One left, I got to order right now. Cub Cadet. How much do they want for this? $2,399. See what kind of motor this thing has. Ain't no way. If you really want one of those, you wait until someone buys it, doesn't like it, and then posts it on Facebook Marketplace for like half off. What is that, boy? What is that? Had to turn on my sprinklers because I haven't watered my lawn in a couple days, and I started to notice in the front yard some of these spots. Now these are all coda spots, I believe. Maybe not, but they're starting to dry out. So I need to activate my sprinklers, get my lawn watered, because it has been hot these past couple days. But I just came back from my local nursery just down the street from me. And the cool part is the owner even let me borrow his truck. So here's what I picked out. So we got 2 lilac bushes, one like that, the other one like this. I love lilac. It's probably my favorite. Oh, it smells so floral. It smells amazing. We're gonna plant them right here. And then, so one on the corner and one over here, kind of leaning into our patio. And then we have some multi-bloom lilacs. So check these out, reblooming lilacs. They will bloom 3 times. Once in the spring, once in the summer, and once in the fall. So those will be really nice. We're gonna kind of plant them there. And then we have some white peonies. Now I've been having trouble finding white peonies, and George had them. So shout out to George, the owner of my local nursery that I live by. We got 2 white peonies. We got another multi-bloom lilac bush, and then this one. So I'm gonna space them out evenly, plant them right here, and I guess hope that Coda won't pee on them. Right, Coda? I have to fence everything off, so I'm gonna fence this area off and hope for the best. Y'all know how it is with dogs. Not gonna lie, I get sidetracked pretty easily. Let's go ahead and install our air filter. So we're gonna go ahead and take our old one out. It's easy stuff. See the airflow sign pointing down. We're gonna take this one out, inspect it. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Glad I didn't breathe any of that in. Airflow pointing down. Put that right in. Boom. Easy. So watch this. See how I have my gate? I need to get my mower back into zone 5, which is my backyard. So what I'm going to do is I built a channel that goes all the way to the back for it to go by itself, but it has a hard time going back there through the rocks. So what I do is, check this out. I press this remote control button, and yes, I turned on my sprinklers manually because I feel like some spots, see like that, they're drying out. So I got my sprinklers on, and Segway's getting a little wet. That's all right. So I'm gonna press this button here, this remote control button. Gonna back out of its charging station. Then I'm going to manually program it to go to the back. Ooh, it's getting a little wet. Hurry up. Okay, fast. Fast. Come on. Okay. And now we're going to manually bring it back here. Now I can shut my door so Coda doesn't run out. Yeah, huh? Talking about you. Come on, go left. Go right, go right. Alright. Watch out, Coda. So this is what I do. Okay. Now I exit out of this. Exit out. And before I click mow, I gotta pick up the turds. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna click mow. We're gonna manually select this zone here, clear any progress, and click start. Now this is gonna mow my entire backyard. Like I said in the morning, I haven't mowed my lawn in almost a month. This robot has done everything for me. Robots, they're taking over. They're mopping my floors, they're mowing my grass. Soon I'm gonna get one that trims the perimeter and edges as well, because I still have to do that technically. What are you doing? See, it's dog friendly. It will actually sense that this guy is in front of it and go around him if he's like laying in the grass or something. It'll go around his toys. It'll go around all of his ropes. You want a treat? Does your dog have a favorite word? You wanna... All right, no more teasing. All right, that's gonna be a wrap for today. It is 6 o'clock. I got a few other personal errands I need to do. I need to eat dinner, get some rest, transfer all of these videos actually tonight, and I guess I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday morning. It is like 6:45, and I got the truck running a little bit. It's been parked outside. A bit cold in the morning. I think it's right around the 50s. But what we do need to do is we need to go to the dump really early because it was closed yesterday. That means this morning there's gonna be long lines. So if we get there early, we're gonna be there a little bit before everybody else, and that's always good, even though we have to wait.
Dry gravel into that area, and then you have to mix it in.
Listening to the Mowing in the Dark Lawn Care podcast this morning. What I do need to do is get some coffee and a burrito. All right, guys, it is 7:10. And I'm almost at the dump. Do you guys think there will be anybody in line? I think there's gonna be maybe 1 or 2 people. We are the first ones in line. Boy, we haven't been first ever. So the gate opens in about 49 minutes. What do we do for 49 minutes? Well, sit back, relax, read a book, eat a burrito, drink some coffee. At least you're first. Just wait. I'm gonna show you guys here in like half hour before the dump opens. There's probably gonna be a line of people. Just wait.
That's what I recommend, is sharpening your blades every night. But guys, I am rolling.
Hey guys, check this out. So, all right, you can't really see it, but there's a guy behind me. There's more people lining up, 7:30. That's why it's good to be first in line. Oh, one guy's pulling away. He's like, nope, 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 nope. All right, there is the worker. And there is the line. The people need the dump. Look at that garbage guy. He's parking like on the side of the road, man. What? On the opposite lane. And there's a car behind him waiting, and you look on this side, there's people piling up. See? Told you. First one in, hopefully first one out. See, am I gonna be the first one out? First one in, first one out. Yep. Perfect. And this is why I show up early. Look at that line. Hey, I think I see my buddy. Springtime, gotta love it. All right, we're at this property right here. Look at that. Got a horrible curb, completely covered in weeds and grass. There's the curb right there. Street gutter, street curb needs to be exposed. Fence line needs to be trimmed. The sidewalk needs to be edged. Here's a view from this side. And then we got the sidewalk here. Also needs to be edged up. And a few more pieces of concrete in the yard. I'm gonna go ahead and knock this one out and maybe do some in-between shots for you guys, but I'm gonna get to work. This is a video for the main channel, all right? Check it out. Looking pretty good. Oh! Electrolyte, pure salt down the straw. I forgot to mix it up. So watch this. Ta-da! All cleaned up. Just gotta blow it. Well, all cleaned up the street side. Now we got to do the sidewalk. Trim it all. Mow this strip real quick. And then blow everything. We're getting there. Getting there, slowly but surely. All right, guys. Check out this property right here. Absolute mess. Yeah, there's a house right there. Absolute mess. We finally got permission to do this property after leaving a couple notes and then catching the man that owns this house. It's perfect timing. That was last week, so we got him on the schedule. And there's a birdie singing. There it is. But anyways, we were doing the house next door. And now we got this one right here. Look at the sidewalk. Yeah, there is a sidewalk, but who knows where it's going to. So we got a little trail here. I hardly doubt anyone ever would want to attempt to try to use this sidewalk. I mean, they'd probably be tripping into the swale here, but we will have to uncover it. And man, oh man, this lilac bush is gonna be cut back tremendously. So let me see where, what is under here? Okay, I feel the edge. It's like right here. So yeah, we're gonna be cutting back a lot of it. We got the street side curb needs to be cleaned up. Front yard grass, all the curbing needs to be cleaned. At the back side here, all these tree limbs also need to be cleaned, so you can kind of see where it starts, right, and where it ends. So I think it ends right there. Boom, look at that. All those branches need to be trimmed back, so that way we have access to it. Side yard. Oh, I see a trail. That's never fun. You see that trail? Right there. Right where the divot is. Right here. Trail underneath the bushes. It's never a good sign in this area. You know what I'm saying? Abandoned homes. People coming and going. Underneath trees even. Here's the front of the house. Crazy, crazy. There's a sidewalk right there. What sidewalk? How about this sidewalk? This sidewalk, it's got some lumps and bumps to it. Look at the shift of those pieces right there, and then look at this hump. Crazy root system. Let me see. Yeah, look at that. Here's a better view for you. Looks like he tried to trim back some of it to his entryway, probably for the mailman. Oh man, just looking at it is a little bit overwhelming. Not gonna lie, but it's gonna be a fun one. Let's check out the side here. Okay, we'll just get a mower back there and mow it. Got more curbing. We cleaned up, edged up. I don't know how to get to his back because it's got this crazy rose bush that is crazy overgrown. Let's see here. Maybe we'll go through here. Yeah. Whoa, a bunch of rocks. Well, there was a walkway. The roses. Really. There is a walkway. Okay, there's concrete here. Concrete all the way to the back. Whew. We got all this. I don't know how much of all that we're gonna clean up. Probably just a little bit. Mainly get the grass. The deck is completely rotted away. It's really unsafe. I mean, you got moss growing and stuff. So that's a goner. Hey yo, anybody here? Well, just letting you know I'm working here. Well, that's what I'm gonna have going on next couple days, is clean up this entire mess by myself. Try to get some help, but no one seems to want to come out and help me. It's all right. That's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and begin. And again, this whole makeover is gonna be on the Phil's Lawn Care channel. This is the Plus channel. I have to say it multiple times because a lot of you might say, why aren't you even doing any work? You're not even showing us anything. Well, that's why. You'll see the makeover on the Plus channel, and it's going to be a crazy lengthy one. Hope you enjoy it. Get ready to be shocked. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for the reveal? Oh, oh, ta-da. Look at that. It's cleaning up nicely. Good work in progress. I just ran out of string trimmer line. I was trimming around this tree right here. Got the camera phone set up. Trimming around this old tree stump. Got this big tree root. I think it runs all the way along. I'm not too sure, but I gotta trim around that before I get a mower. And then mow the rest of this. Mow that over there, trim up this, and I think that will be a wrap for today. I don't know. I think we're doing pretty good on time. Again, I was supposed to start this project tomorrow, but we've progressed enough to be able to start on it today, which is nice because my trailer's almost empty. I do have my stars, but it's pretty small. And I will need this knife I found. And the knife it feels real light, probably cheap China gas station knife. We will need it to cut our trimmer line because I cannot find my shears. So I hate these heads, these 27-2s. Don't buy them. I'm gonna switch back over to the 25-2, and this is the trimmer line that I use exclusively. Oh, all right guys, break time. I gotta go to the local grocery store and get some water because I just ran out. But here's what we're looking like. Just edging left really, but sidewalk is halfway done to being connected to the other walkable side. We just need to trim this lilac bush. I think we got some room left in the trailer. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. We will see when I come back, see how I feel. Because there is a lot of branches here that also need to be cut back. But slowly but surely getting there. Hey, look. I can now walk on the sidewalk. Kind of. Yeah, this thing's massive. We might have to do this tomorrow, but we will return after our water and lunch break to finish up at least mowing these swale parts. I call them swales because they hold water. Clean out that drain. But yeah, we'll clean out the swales and then return tomorrow to finish up the rest of the project. All right guys, that's a wrap for today. I still need to do a little bit of drone footage, but looks a lot better. Got the street curb all cleaned up, some of the drains cleaned. We still need to do a hard edge. We haven't edged anything yet, but it's turning out really nice without edging. So we got the ramp area cleaned and basically all of the swales cleaned up, except we did not get to the lilac bush. That'll be tomorrow, but yep, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Or maybe at the dump. I don't know, this is behind the scenes. I show you a little bit of everything. Do one shot that way. Hey, there it is. All right, just came home. Unloaded, still got a little bit of trash I gotta throw away in my own garbage, but unloaded all the branches. But the day is still not done. Still need to go install a little fence. So there we go. After some minor adjustments, I got it to where it works. Not bad. Way better than this guy. Here's the damage coda done. Still got new ones growing, but unfortunately no blackberries from these guys. We still got one good one here, and this one right here. Not bad. Come on, dude. All right, installed the fence, dropped off my trailer, watered the raspberry plants. I guess I could have done that later in the evening. It's a little bit cooler out, but now we are headed to pick up some mail. I got a package delivered, and so it's 5:31 right now. The place closes at 6. So let's hope we make it. Come on. There. Yep. Had to get one because my other one ripped. There we go. Dry wraps. You can get dry wraps if you need one for your blower, like I do. Go to drywraps.net and use code FILL, capital F-I-L-L, for 10% off. Not bad. Time for some food. Alright guys, I think that's going to be a wrap for Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow at that big job site. We got to finish it up. I think we got about a third of the way done today. Not too bad, but I'm just completely wiped. I got nothing else to show you guys, but I'm going to eat, get the back lawn mowed with the Navamo, get that activated. I was having some issues with it, setting it on schedule, but I have to do the back manually anyways because I have to robotically move it with that remote control. So anyways, I'm tired. Hope you enjoyed that day. Hope I showed you enough. Hope I didn't talk your ear off. Nah, I did. I know I did. Sorry about not showing you guys a lot of work on the Plus channel, but trust me, it'll get better. I'm getting back into the swing of things. This is my first one for this year, Weekend of Life. Hope you enjoyed it. That's the end of Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Today is going to be another scorching day, a lot hotter than yesterday. I think about 11 degrees hotter. So it's going to be peaking in the 90s, which hopefully will be done before the major heat. But beautiful morning, peaceful and quiet. It's like 5:05 right now in the morning. Since the dumb me decided not to wear a mask yesterday, I feel a lot of congestion, irritation in my nose. Didn't sleep very well either, just had congestion, couldn't clear my nose or anything like that. And so hopefully today's plan is to get my Optrol mask and wear it for as long as I can until I just can't no more. So that's the game plan. By the way, am I the only one that opens garage doors in the morning because of the heat? It does get super hot by the end of the day in my garage. Past 80 degrees, like it gets toasty, sauna hot in the garage. So every single morning I kind of wake up early, open up the garage doors and cool it down by like 10 degrees. All right, make sure to grab enough water with us. We got the big old Stanley, the wife's Stanley. And then we got my Backyard Ventures Yeti tumbler. And within this, I got Redmond's Relight. I've been drinking this Relight salt, electrolyte salt, and I personally have been enjoying it. It's much better than the Element stuff I've had in the past. I do like Liquid IV still, but this Relight by Redmond, that's the good stuff. So do you guys water your lawn early in the morning, or are you an evening time waterer? I like to personally water in the morning. The reason is because it's actually super cold. It's probably the lowest temperature right around 4 or 5 o'clock. So that's what I have my timer right there set up at. It starts I have like 6 zones, and it starts the first zone, which is the drip system, at 4. What is my cat doing? Stanley. But yeah, if you have a sprinkler system and you're not sure how long to run each zone, it kind of depends, but a good starting point is to do each zone for 10 minutes. Now, if you have a zone that's completely in shade, it only needs like 5 minutes, but also depends on your drainage and everything. So like I say, a good starting point per zone is 10 minutes. If you go out there and you notice that it's squishy, you probably should crank down that zone to like 5 minutes, maybe even 3 minutes. Test it out and adjust to the temperature as well. Here we go. Day 2. Looks like the street cleaner came by and cleaned the streets. Not bad. I'm glad I got the street cleaned yesterday. They made it extra clean. All right, taking a little snack break. Drink my electrolytes. Work in progress. This is a one-time cut. We got to cut it multiple times and then bag it. Clean that up. We got irises and a bunch of other stuff growing in here. We're going to leave the irises. I think these are also flowers on the fence line. We're going to leave those and trimmed up side of the house. So now we are slowly progressing to the back, and the dog still loves me. So still a lot of work to do, but we're doing pretty good on time. We started at 8. It's 9:20 right now, so not too bad. Gonna slowly but surely get this place looking spectacular. If you don't like spoilers, turn away, because I finished this project. The next minute, I'm gonna show you the after. Close your eyes, turn away, until I tell you that you can look again. But spoiler alert, just letting you know. 3, 2, 1, check this out. Boom. All done. Walk on the sidewalk peacefully. Trim back the lilac bushes. Expose the walkway, you can kind of see it. loops all the way around to the side door. So, yep, there's all the debris, second load. And again, this video will be on the Phil's Lawn Care channel in the winter time. So you guys will probably forget. See, we trimmed back the roses, took care of all the vines that were growing, cleaned up the rest of this disaster. Okay, you can look again. Anyways, I gotta run off to the dump this off and take a break. Tomorrow I actually need to drop off my truck for an appointment anyway, so I'm gonna spend the day tomorrow editing. We'll do some more shots, but I'm kind of tired right now, plus I gotta do after drone footage, so I guess I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Got my truck washed, and now at Home Depot. With this crazy heat, we need to find a good sun hat. We're gonna go with, I think I had this one last year. We're gonna get the same thing. Not too sure what happened to my old one, but I guess we got a fresh one now. This would be a lot better than the hat I was wearing yesterday, because I woke up this morning with a slight headache and I felt a little overheated yesterday, so this should help. All right, we are back home, dropped off my truck to get it repaired, and check us out. The raspberries have started to open up. We got bumblebees flying around, pollinating, doing their thing. Some of them are still closed, but others have opened up. Looks like we're gonna have a good patch this year. Well guys, sorry about not having any footage Thursday. I did a few things, but I woke up with a headache and I just was not feeling like filming or doing anything. I got about halfway. I'm at a pretty cool spot, DQ. I'm gonna get a late night blizzard. Shh, don't tell the wife. No, I went and got a couple late night snacks. Ooh. Dill pickle spits and a small, I promise you, it's gonna be a small blizzard. I don't know what flavor yet. I got about halfway done with my video edit and my brain was just like thumping, and I did have to drop off my truck. Then they called me saying that my recall repair was finished, but they couldn't diagnose the tailgate. Well, they could, but I would have to pay a whopping $200 for them to let me know what's wrong with it, and then, and only then, repair it. So I'm like, no. I already knew what's wrong with it. It's that right side latch that needed to be replaced. I don't know why my 2020 Ram 1500 tailgate latch only lasted 5 years, but there you go. That's the thing with new vehicles, is they don't make them like they used to, and they make them with cheaper parts. The part cost me $103. It was an OEM Mopar part. I could have got one on eBay or something for like $60 or $70, but they had one in stock. I said, you know, let me buy it. I brought it home, and it took me like 10 minutes to replace it. So it was super easy. There was a YouTube video online on how to do it. So if you have a 5th gen Ram and your tailgate doesn't open, or it's hard to open, it might be one of your latches, either the left or the right side. You can actually hear which one does not unlatch. So there you go. That's the issue I was having, and I was able to repair it myself. Superman cake batter cookie dough. Nah. Can I get a Snickers Blizzard, please?
A what blizzard?
A Snickers?
What size?
Well, let's do a small.
A small Snickers?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that'd be it.
Alright. $5.93 at the window.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I ask you, what is your late night craving? This guy right here? This guy right here. He's been hunting down a mouse that somewhere is either in the lavender or in the burning bush. Might be in that one. I don't know. But based off of his eyesight. I think it's in here. Let's dig around and see if we can find it. Yeah. First try. What's he gonna do? Come on. I really hate to see this, but I do not want mice around my house. That's why we have cats. You know what I mean? But poor guy. Probably spooked. Come on, Stan. Do something. You got lazy. This guy used to catch mice all the time. Now he's just like, eh. He likes to chase them, but he doesn't do anything with them. Actually, sometimes he does bring them to us, saying like, hey, check this out. And it's gone. Where'd it go? Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy my DQ. Hope you guys have a great one. Guess I'll see you tomorrow. Actually, wait, before we sign off, let me show you real quick what was wrong with the truck. So I had to partially close it on one side. I could not close it on this side because if I did, then the tailgate wouldn't open. But now it actually opens up. Here's the part I replaced. Super easy. Again, there's a video online how to do it, but this latch wouldn't open. So every time I click the latch mechanism, I would only hear the left side opening up. The right side was completely dead, quiet. No sounds at all. But now you can hear it opening. Listen. Hear that? There was absolutely no sound. Now the tailgate finally opens and closes normally. Booyah. Editing my video while watching the new lawn care, or the boring channel video actually. That's where me and him collabed. I'm just laughing because some of the sound effects he puts in his videos are so funny. Man, that was a good time. Hope you guys have time to check it out. Hey, there's me. Hey. Here's the new video going to be uploaded Monday. All right, I got my video exporting. I got about 16 minutes, and then I have for it to export in 4K, and then I need to do a 1080p export to upload it to YouTube. So that's all gonna take about 25 minutes. While those videos export, I need to install my equipment defender racks. So I got a chainsaw rack from Equipment Defender Rack, and then I got the open trailer hand tool rack. I'm gonna do that right now, and we're finally gonna go shopping, all right, for some new hand tools, because I've been needing them. My old rake and old shovel have been hanging on by strings, and they are going to break soon. So I'm gonna buy brand new tools today. I'm gonna take you guys along. Hope you enjoyed this Friday. It's gonna take a relaxing little break from work, and we also will scout today. So hopefully we get some projects lined up for next week. Maybe we'll even work Monday through Friday next week. I'm not too sure how scouting will go, but we are gonna scout locally in our area and not go across state line. All right, hand tool rack was really easy to install. Now time for the chainsaw rack. The chainsaw rack is a little bit more complicated. Honestly, it's a pretty easy process, just as long as you follow the steps. Right now I'm on step 3, since I am mounting it to an open trailer, I don't have to skip to step 5. So if you're mounting it on an enclosed trailer, skip to step 5, but other than that, do step 3, step 4, and continue on. So there we go, guys, easy peasy. A couple things that I need to do still is find, I do have a chainsaw, but I might upgrade to a better one. It's still going to be battery. I'll show you guys that here by the end of today. I want to buy it, and I also need to set my pin code. Since I do like using these combo locks from factory, it isn't, you know, set to 00, but it's super easy to change that code. I won't show you though. There are videos online how to do that, but you simply push down here and input your code and you're good to go. But yeah, these 4 bolts right here, 1, 2, and then when we unlock this, we slide this bar holder back, and we have 2 more bolts here. And this mechanism, if loosened, can slide back and forth, and I don't know why it's not. I guess I need to loosen up those brackets again, but loosen those up, put your chainsaw in, clamp it down, tighten up the bolts, change your lock code, boom. You got yourself a chainsaw rack installed on an open trailer. It's like a... Alright guys, check this out. I'm at... Oh, I was gonna shoot a quick video, but I told Nate over here at Reagan that I saw the John Deere 36-inch mowers and was pretty interested. So he's like, well, I'm gonna go out there and talk with you, but I didn't see him right behind me when I started to show you guys my new saw. So we talked a little bit, but yeah, John Deere 36-inch mowers, pretty decent. Anyways, here's my new saw. Of course, got the owner's manual, got the bar and chain tool, MSA 220TC top handle saw, and it's battery saw. I do have the batteries already. This is just a cover. Man, nice and clean. Is that a filter? I don't know. We have a power on button. We're gonna throw in a battery when we get home, but this is what I want to mount up to that chainsaw rack that I got. And also I want to show you guys one more thing. So this is a safety chain from Steel. This is the green chain, and I went ahead and got I think this is a semi-skip chain. So the yellow chain, super. This one is a little bit better than the green. Spinning it around, there's the green link. Of course, had to pick up some bar and chain oil or lubricant. It's about a quart, that should be plenty. So for the saw, for the Super Pico chain, for the bar oil, total out $533.19. Good investment if you ask me. Now we are headed off to Home Depot to pick up a new shovel, rake, and something else. One of the few places that cure my anxiety. Got some Husky brand tools. Trying out the fiberglass handle instead of the wood. I know the Ace Hardware ones lasted like 5-6 years. Hopefully these ones will too. There we go. Got the hand tools in. And then my tine rake. And well, actually, I could put my old shovel here and my old tine rake in here. I'll have an extra shovel. So what I'm gonna do is actually replace the safety chain or safer chain with the super chain. And then we're gonna put bar oil in it and a battery, the AP500S, the biggest battery that you can get. We only have 2 bars, that's all right. And try this out. All right, first time trying it out. Let's see. Pretty nice, but we got a red light. This saw is so new, it's got new technology, it's got a bunch of colors and different modes on it. So when you activate the brake light goes on. when we disactivate it or deactivate it. But it almost seems like it's reading that it has no oil. Maybe the oil hasn't fully went through yet, but all right, so it means that it is not getting any bar oil. So what I'm going to do is actually adjust the oil pump screw here, because it does have an adjustable oil pump. All right guys, I honestly think that is going to be a wrap for this week in the lawn care life. Just need to take a picture of all of my receipts and eat some lunch, maybe do a little bit of scouting. If I don't, I guess that's just the end of this video. So thank you again so much. Take care, God bless you, and we'll see you in the next one.